News 4 Midday starts now.
We all know about the holiday season and trying to get the kids and the family all together and off the phones. And if you're like most people, you're glued to your screens, though. This morning, we are getting you ready for Christmas and talking about ways to get your family connecting with each other once again. Here with us is Maureen Loftus, Executive Director of LearningRx in Tysons and Reston. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much for being with us. This is a tricky, I think, time in history. Everything is digital.
Yes.
Almost every kid you see has a smartphone or a tablet or something, and they can use them better than you or I can. But this is all about getting the family together, getting your brain working again, and getting back to some more, let's say, traditional games. So tell me about this, Maureen.
So we are all glued to our screens, and
Right.
it's time when we reconnect as families during the holidays. You really want to try to get away from the screen and pull out those board games. The board games are phenomenal in terms of getting that interpersonal connection, maybe getting a little competitive spirit going in the family.
Right.
And it's also fabulous for stimulating the brain in a way that a game on a tablet or an iPhone cannot do for you.
Okay. I wonder if parents, though, if they're even, if they stock their house with board games anymore, because I just don't know that kids have an appetite for them, sadly.
Well,
but these are great games.
But I will tell you, they do. They really do have an appetite for them. It's just that we are so dependent upon the devices today to entertain, and all the games are on the devices. The problem is, on the device, it's a passive experience. You're not connecting humanly with one another.
I agree.
And that connection is just so important.
Sure.
And we're missing that with all the games we have on our phones. So it's really important. And the games that you can have, any of these games are available on any of the major big box retailers, Amazon.com. You don't have to go any place special for them.
Okay.
And you also don't need to commit to the 3-hour Monopoly game.
Thankfully, right, because after 15, 20 minutes of that, you can throw your hands up in the air and say, I'm done. So what kind of games do you have here? What would be a great gift idea for parents that can still order something or go and quickly pick it up and put it under the tree?
Well, virtually all of these games could be something they could pick up quickly.
Connect 4, I remember that.
This is a good old standard. We also have Yahtzee, which we've all played when we were younger.
Absolutely.
For those kids that are a little bit more visual, we have the Legos. And sitting down with your child and creating a new building or something with Legos is very important.
Okay.
If you want something that's a little bit more intense,
looks like Tetris. Okay.
It's Blockist, but you have to actually design the visual shapes, putting them in order. And then there's some games that are really quick. Maybe you only have 10 or 15 minutes, and you want to fill that 10 or 15 minutes. Spot It, Distraction, and 5-second Rule are really fun games where you can just play them for 10 or 15 minutes, sometimes only 2 minutes, and still have a lot of fun and reconnect and laugh.
And this is also something that, aside from the family time, which is great because now parents are actually looking at their children's eyes, but this is also brain stimulation. And so talk to me about the importance of that.
Well, especially during the holidays, because we spend a lot of time in front of the screen. We want to stimulate that brain. We want to get it going. And games have shown to actually stimulate parts of the brain that you cannot stimulate with a device. You actually have to use your brain very differently. And also that human connection is really important in terms of stimulating the brain. So you have both with playing those board games.
I think these are all excellent ideas, and we hope and we encourage parents to put one of these under the tree.
Would you like to try
kids.
one in a 2-minute, 30-second round?
I can do them with you during the commercial break. I'm getting a wrap from our producer, but thank you, Maureen Loftus, with LearningRx in Tysons and Reston. We appreciate it.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
And Merry Christmas to you.